Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the I and I Reasoning Temple of Know Thyself. Hope everyone's blessed and highly favored. Yes, today's the 4th of the 8th, 2024. Give thanks, man. First of all, we give thanks. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for seeing another Sunday. This is the first Sunday of August, isn't it? For me, because last time the month started a bit on a Thursday, isn't it? So yeah, give thanks, man. This is my month, huh? The Leo people, then big up to the Leos, man. Yeah, this is our season. Actually, it started from, I think Leo starts from July, halfway through July onwards. And I said, big up to my son again. I did speak to him. Even though I called him, I forgot. I called him back afterwards. We spoke and yeah, he done good. He's all right. So happy birthday to all the Leos out there as well. Yes, man. So hope everyone's been blessed, as I said, and everything is good. Everyone is happy. We're here again to reflect on our Sunday and the challenges and the ups and downs that we have, you know what I mean, and what we can learn from it. So that's what the show is about. It's just I and I reasoning, Temple of Know Thyself, and the Swahili word Ubuntu, I am because we are, and because we are therefore I am. So I'm just a student who's learning and growing, and as I say, I use this platform to just share my experience. That's what it's about. It's a tool, isn't it? It's for you to utilize the tool. That's the way I look at it. People put nonsense on the internet, you know what I mean? It's there, innit? It's there for you to use it, basically. And I choose to use it to empower myself, to encourage myself, to make a diary about my personal journey through the audio and the videos that I make. So that's how I remind people, why am I doing it? My why reason. And also to create a legacy for my children, because the technology is here. They can keep a memory of me alive and pass it on to their children and say, yo, this is their granddad. So that's what it's about. It's about stimulating myself and having the conversations to encourage you and to stimulate you to make better choices through using my life experience. So I'm not here to convert nobody. You understand? I'm just a normal guy who just came up with this concept. And I thought, you know what? Let me just make a diary of it. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, so everything I do is for free. It's me just expressing myself, and as we said in the previous show last week, because you know your boy has his notes here. You know, I always keep my notes. Yeah, it's just basically we all got something to contribute, yeah, to this society, and this is my way of doing it. So that's why I do it, because I enjoy it, and it's commitment. It shows I'm willing to learn, and this is how I go about teaching myself and holding myself accountable by the things that I'm saying here. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. It's just a little quick introduction anyway, just to remind me, because sometimes I notice that people come and go in it. So you can't take it personal. That's what I say. It's a personal journey. I see that my subscribers go up and then it comes down. So for the new listeners, that's why I do the show. It's just me just having fun and utilizing this tool that we have. All right, so that's it. Yeah, as I said, big up to my children. My son is officially 18 now. So I have a will. I couldn't put him down as one of my executive because he wasn't 18, so I'll be doing that. That's on the do list to make him an executive so he can take control over my life. in case something was to happen. I always say to people, please get your will done, because I'm going to be 48 next week. I insist that you should get a will and life insurance. So if anything happens to me, I don't put my children in any financial difficulty. You understand? So if I pass away, my life insurance will cover that, and the will dictates that they just share everything between them. There's no argument. I've only got 3 children with the same woman, so that's it. And I don't intend to have any more, so I just keep it simple. Mum is okay. We were reasoning this morning. You know, she has her habits. I respect her habits. Our eating is completely different. You know what I mean? By the way, I just broke my fast. I had to go and do some stuff, sort out my hair and stuff. So I broke my fast late today. So I do a lot of fasting, intermittent fasting. I used to do it till 6:30. That was 10 weeks ago, and now this new program we've started, I've cut it down to, I break it between 1 to 2:30 in the afternoon, Monday to Friday normally, but Saturday I seem to just continue it. So I've created a habit, and I like that habit, you know what I'm saying to you. And that's what we're going to be talking on a bit later on about communication skills and self-esteem, and just utilizing the experience I have to create another experience, you know what I'm saying to you. So I want to create positive habits. Work is cool, can't complain, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, I finished officially from last week. I finished my I did a 10 weeks program of training and fasting, and that has enabled me now to talk about the subjects that we're going to talk about, that I intend to do. So let's look at the gym stuff. Yeah, so I've been using the gym for the last 10 weeks, and I've been challenging myself at this particular rowing and stuff like that. So it's officially finished now, what I was doing. So I do 5,000 5k rowing, and that has been an up and down challenge for me. I like the challenge. It helps me to grow, and that's why I do it. I want challenge. Sometimes it's good to have challenges, you know what I'm saying? Challenges are good. It stretches you to do things that get you out the comfort zone. That's what I'm trying to say. So my fastest time so far now has been 20 minutes and 49 seconds for 5k rowing at level 6. I used to be at I started from level 10, and I've come down, and I stay at level 6 now, which is quite reasonable. So so Tuesday, because of how the month finished, was my last one, and I said, I'm not really gonna push myself, you know what I mean? However, in my mind, when I was there, because I did good the previous week, isn't it? Yeah, because remember, my fastest time was actually 20:56, but last week I came in at 20:49. Even though I said I wasn't going to do it, I said to the audience, I'm not really going to do it. This week, your boy did it again. I said to myself, you know what, it'd be nice if I can just shock my audience, and because this is how I'm speaking to myself, and this is what we're going to talk about. Introspection. Yeah, I wanted to. Remember I said I've given myself challenges. Introspection is the word I'm going to use, because I said for the next 10 weeks I have to come up with at least 2 new words. Yeah, so that's one of the words. So I'm talking to myself, and I'm like, you know what? It'd be nice if I can come back and tell my audience that I set a new record. And that's what your boy did. He came in at 20:44 seconds. So yeah, I beat myself again. So we're going to be talking about the mind, and our confidence and our self-esteem and our communication skills. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. So that officially now is finished. That particular program, I'm done. So so yeah, let's kind of get into our topic, you know what I mean, and start the show off. Yeah. So first of all, I I want to say, because of the 10 weeks program I've done, one of the main goals, just summarizing quickly for everybody and new listeners, that 10-week program, I had specific goals. So the rowing machine was a specific goal. And I said, in this 10-week program, one of the outcome I wanted was to build my self-confidence. Yeah? I have confidence, but that's the whole point of studying. Yeah? We want to elevate ourselves. Yeah? We want to come out that comfort zone because we're a student. The day you stop learning, yeah, it's the day you stop growing, and the mind needs to be challenged and the body. Yeah. So that's why I was doing it. So from the back of that 10 weeks, I've now created a new program, which I started with a group of people. So I've got some people that are doing different challenges. Some people are meditating for 1 month, 2 months. Everyone has their own time. Some people will start at the end of August. Some people are going to start officially on next week as well. So we'll be looking at our eating habits. We're looking at drinking, smoking, and fornication as well. Yeah. So everyone has different things they're doing. Some people are just working in the gym. Yeah. So of the 10 weeks, because I gained the confidence, and from that confidence, I gained what you call trust. I was able to trust myself. I was able to say to myself, hey, you've done this, and you were able to keep, let me use the word I use, keeping promises to yourself. You establish a sense of trust and confidence within yourself. So I was able to do that. So now I use the analogy about the man building his house on rock. So I've got a foundation, and I'm saying to myself, okay, now let's build upon that, because I'm going to use this platform because it's called Temple of Know Thyself, I Reasoning. I'm sharing my experience with the audience, and I'm going to analyze myself and show you my growth. Yeah, because it's my personal diary. So that's why I say I started the show that, you know what, I'm not here to preach to you. I'm just being myself, and I'm hoping through the interaction by the things that I do, you can sit down and learn certain things about yourself. That's why it's called I Reasoning. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. So I'm a student. At the same time, I'm a teacher to myself. You understand? And I'm documenting this particular journey. So you, my children, everybody around us can say, rah, he did this. If he can do that, I can do it. You understand? And that's what I'm doing. Here's that word again, introspection. Yeah, these are all new words I'm learning because I have to go away and study. And I said, you know what? Let me look at certain things about myself that I want to increase on. And I hope through this conversation, it will encourage you or inform you or empower you to make better choices. And I'm the guinea pig because I choose to be the guinea pig because I am the student and I'm also the teacher. That's why I say I'm always studying. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. So somebody has to start it, yeah, because that's how we're learning from each other. And then you take the qualities, but I'm studying myself as well as being the teacher as well. So I've decided for me, and I wrote up everything, from this Sunday onwards, because I actually started Thursday, but from this Sunday onwards, so Monday let's call it, I've decided to do a 10 weeks program again. Module 1 is called Communication Skills and Self-Esteem. So because of what I did, and these were about creating habits, yeah, I'm utilizing this platform to create something for myself, and I'm sharing my experience. So I'm willing to say to you, for the next 10 weeks, I will be looking at my communication skills and working on my self-esteem. So that's what I say to you about learning a word. introspection. You understand? So that's one of the words I'm learning, because I want to go within myself, and that's what I've written. That's what the conversation is going to be about. Yeah. So I've decided for 10 weeks while training, remember, because I'm training still, I'm going to be psychoanalyzing myself about my behavior and how to improve on my communication skill. And this is what we wrote about. That's what the conversation is going to be like, and my self-esteem. All right. So hopefully now you've digested that. So let the show kind of begin now. So I've just got some bullet points I'm going to say out, you know what I mean? And then we take it from there. One of the bullet points I said, like, it's about being a man is uncomfortable. Also, I'm just speaking from a male point of view. Yeah. So being a man is uncomfortable. It means that for me to be a man, remember I said my first son taught me to be a man. I had to grow up. But my second children taught me to be a father. So they're two different things. You understand? I had to grow up. So being a man is being uncomfortable. So the things I'm going to do, I have to be uncomfortable for, you know what I mean? The challenges and my language and communication skills and building my self-esteem, because it's imperative. You understand? So I'm changing the language, how I speak as well, because we're about growth in the next 10 weeks. So we're putting these little blocks together to build ourselves, because this is called the temple of Know Thyself. I and I reasoning. So as the creator speaking to you, I'm showing you how I'm building up myself. Yeah? Or awakening myself. Yeah? Enlightening myself. Being in tune with myself. Yeah? This is all I and I, from I and I. Yeah? I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. Yeah? So all I'm doing is I'm just showing you an aspect of myself that you have within yourself. So I might lack some self-confidence, hence why I did that program, because I had to find some way, because nobody will bring it to me, you know. I had to go within myself. This is why it's called Temple of Know Thyself. I have to go within myself to bring out, because education is about bring out. So I had to go within myself and create the challenges. That's where being a man is uncomfortable, to bring forth, yeah, those essence of what confident is. Now I feel a bit confident. I'm gradually going to spread my wing now to awaken my communication language and my self-esteem. Yeah, it's all about working on self. That's what the program is about. Self-development, self-awareness, self. Know thyself. Okay. So there's a verse, the third John chapter 1 verse 2. It's something like this. It goes like, John is praying is praying not only for the to prosper spiritually, but also physically. My gremlins is playing up again on this, on my on my this program I've got. I don't know why it just plays up. So John, yeah, chapter 1 verse 2. John is praying not only for belief to prosper spiritually, but also physically. Yeah. So physically I did it. Now we're going to the spiritual side. Yeah. Not only does God want you to be spiritually doing well, but he also wants you to be doing well physically. Yeah, that's what we did. Emotionally, financially, mentally. Yeah, this is what I'm writing. Yeah, I'm just using that John scripture and adding my bits there. God cares about all of you. God wants you to prosper in every way. Yeah. So God wants everything for you. You see, I'm using that foundation to build on the other things. Yeah. Not only does God want you to be spiritually doing well, but he also wants you to be doing well physically, emotionally, financially, articulately, yeah, health, wealth. You understand? God cares about all of you. God wants you to prosper in every way. That's what I'm covering, say spiritually, emotionally, financially, articulately, health, wealth, you know what I mean? Confidently. Yes? Because we said that's what we were saying about in John, yeah? He said John is praying not only for the belief to prosper spiritually, but also physically. So I've just expanded on that. Yeah? That we want to incorporate other things, which is confidence, communication skills, self-esteem, self-awareness, you know what I mean? It's about self-development. All right? So I'm also changing my eating habits. So I have, this is my quote. By the way, you'll have to steal my quotations or my thoughts, you know what I mean? Because each one teach one, you understand? I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. So this is my quotation. It goes like, if you can control what goes in your mouth, you can control what comes out of your mouth. Yeah? I was just saying that to my mom this morning because we were having a conversation. I'm like, sometimes it's the food you're eating. And I like that statement. If you can control what goes in your mouth, you can control what comes out of your mouth, because it takes a form of discipline. So that's what I say, I'm just breaking my fast. And I broke my fast with fruits first, because Mom offered me cake and I said, no, I'm taking fruits first. And then I had some oats and bananas and nuts and stuff like that, you understand? So that ties into this of a quotation. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Yeah, that's one of them Greek philosophers. Again, if you control what goes in your mouth, you can control what comes out your mouth. And again, let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. So what you consume, let it be your medicine. Let your food be your medicine. Yeah, eat the right food, because we're working on the mind here now. Yeah, we want a certain type of food in us. Medicine be, and let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. All right. So that's the kind of start the little foundation there. So it's about what you eat. Control what goes in your mouth, and you can control what comes out your mouth. Let food help you. Let it be your medicine. All right? So this 10-week course that I'll be doing, I'm going to start breaking down now about my personal journey. And I'm going to quote some books. Like, I like The Compound Effect. Yeah? And then I like The Alchemist as well. There's another one called The Hermetic Text. The Hermetic Text. And the Hermetic Text is talking about duality, about the energy moves one to the other side. There's no right or wrong once you understand it. Yeah? Because we're starting to, for me, yeah, the 10 weeks I'm studying myself, because it's Temple of Know Thyself, and I'm reflecting on my behavior patterns, on what I'm doing, psychoanalyzing myself. We're going to go into that a bit more. Yeah, the word is called scrupulous. Yeah, we're going to come back to that. We're going to dissect some of the thoughts and how the thoughts come about. That's where the 10 weeks is going. This is why I'm like, if I did 10 weeks of physical, now let me go within myself. Yeah, let's go within myself and analyze myself a bit more now. Is it going to be nervous? Yes. But anyway, let the journey begin. So I'm on a journey of seeking communication skills, self-esteem, talking about my life and the mentors I will be talking about, who I am and how to improve myself and focus on what really matters in my life. Again, I'm on a journey. This is Temple of Know Thyself. I'm sharing my experience. And by you listening to the story, I hope I come across, and that's what I say about communication skills. I want to up my communication skills, where you are encouraged. That's all I can say. Encouraged, empowered to make better choices by listening to my personal story about my personal growth and the challenges that I face and how do I overcome them, starting from now to the next 10 weeks. Because I did it before and I had challenges. So that's why I was using the rowing machine. I failed, I got up, I was annoyed. You heard that in the podcast. So let's see where the next 10 weeks. Remember, these 10 weeks I'm doing is adding up to 2.5 months, but I'm building something. So when it comes to Christmas, that's like 6 months away. We'll be like, this is who I was. Then let's reflect at the end of the year who I am. So I'm on a journey seeking communication skills, self-esteem, talking about my life and the mentors that I meet. And mentors are my mum, people on the internet, people at work, just books I read, people at the gym. These are all mentors. Yeah, I will be talking about who I am and how to improve myself and focus on what really matters to me in my life. That's what the 10 weeks about. Yeah, when you want something in life, all of the universe conspires in helping me to achieve it. Yeah, quotation for Russell or Salongo. In other words, yeah, if you put a thought out, ask and it should be given unto you, seek and you shall find, knock and the doors will be open unto you. If you put a thought out, now that thought might not come across right now. In the same way that it's a farmer who plants a seed, he might not reap it right now. But if you water it and nurture it, the blossoms, he will reap it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's 10 weeks. And that 10 weeks, let's see what happens. Yeah, because it takes time. I'm nurturing the mind. That's what I'm talking about. The mind, the spirit, the soul. I'm encouraging it to come forth, to come out. That's why we're having this conversation. When you want something in life, all of the universe conspires in helping me to achieve it. All right? Remember, the answers are within me. You only have to be quiet enough to hear them. Remember, the answers are within me. You only have to become quiet enough to hear them. So that applies to you. I am because we are, therefore I am. So you might say, I might do yoga. You might stay in your room. You might just be, go for a walk. Or you might just be silent. Because all the answers are within you. That's what I'm doing. So I'm using these examples to show you the journey I'm about to go on for the next 10 weeks and see who I become or what I become. Yeah? So I write about what is the purpose of your gifts and talent. Yeah? It makes us feel fulfilled using our talents and gifts. Gives us a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Yeah? What is the purpose of your gifts and talents? Yeah? It makes us feel fulfilled using our talents and gifts. Gives us a sense of purpose and fulfillment. So we all have talents and gifts. Yeah? Some people can sing, dance, go to the gym. Some people can run a podcast, whatever it is. Some people can rap. Some people can cook. Some people can sew. Some people can just listen. Some people just listen, They're very good. People go to them, right, I like your advice, man. I like the way you listen to me. You counsel me. We all have gifts and talent. So I'm psychoanalyzing myself. This is what we're going to go into. This is what I'm doing. Like, I'm breaking down the essence of why I'm doing some of these things. So that's what we're going through, yeah? What is the purpose of your gifts and talent? And that's why so we're identifying what is the purpose of the gifts that you have and the talents you have. It makes us feel fulfilled using our talents and gifts. It gives us a sense of purpose and fulfillment to do it. I like doing the gym. I come on the podcast because I like doing it. I like expressing and I want to grow. I want to become a better person. That's my talent. Now here comes something else. Fear. Fear is powerful enough to keep us from achieving our goals and living our best life. Many people are living in the self-made prison of their own mind. A friend of mine said to me, she sent me this quotation. I still remember it. She goes, and I use it on other people. I've got people living in my head rent-free. I like that. So we have these ideas. And let me give you an example. We have these ideas. So Friday, I made this video, and it's a very good video. It's me training, and it's Frank Sinatra, but Jay-Z done a remix there. I did it my way. Because I know he sent out the videos to people in it. Not everybody, but it was like the start of the month, end of the Friday, end of the week. I was saying, I said, man, track of the day, because the tune was wicked, innit? So I sent out the video I did at the gym to the wrong group. This is what I'm talking about, fear. I was like, shit. You see, I'm sheer. If it's authentic. This is why I'm trying to be authentic. Not try. I'm being authentic. You see, about communication. We are looking at communication. Am I going to muck up the word sometime? Yes. However, we want to be conscious for the next 10 weeks how we communicate and check ourselves sometimes the words we say, yeah? So that's what I'm doing. And fear, I have to deal with fear. So I will get things wrong sometimes. So it's okay, bear with me. So I sent out the video to the wrong group. So I have a group of like my old work colleagues that I don't really interact with, but I'm part of the group because I've moved to a different office. So I sent it out. And then when I look back, I was like, shit, why did I send it to that group? Man. That's all, like exactly how I'm speaking to you. I'm being real. Why did I send it to that group, man? I shouldn't have sent it to that group. And then something in me reminded me, first of all, you did 10 weeks of training. You've got some confidence in you. The second thought came to me and said, well, you did say you want to build your self-esteem. So this is why I mentioned these books about the Hermetic text. And I'm being honest because you have to be honest. Because I'm helping myself. I have to help myself before I can help anybody else. That's rule number 1, temple of know thyself. So I had that fight within me for a couple of minutes. However, I was strong enough. I'm fighting within myself the fear. Let's repeat what it is. Fear is powerful enough to keep us from achieving our goals and living our best life. Many people are living in the self-made prison of their own fear. I was like, should I delete it? But it was too late. I was like, no, I can't delete it. Then somebody hit me up. Somebody actually called me. Wow, Russ. Hey, is that you? I'm breathing. Yeah. Anxiety's kicking in. You're like, oh man, I left, because one of my colleagues, I left where I work And oh, yeah, I'm just checking up on you and see how you do. I'm like, yeah, I've moved. I'm on the plane. He goes, yeah, I know. Then a second person sent me, because they can send you messages on the YouTube channel, innit? One of my other colleagues is always cussing me about my legs. He goes, oh, you need to work on your legs. Then somebody else hit me up and was like, oh, Ross, man, you're really losing weight. And then I said, you know what? I've got another group. Let me send into the other group. Yeah? Because I've moved different area, and somebody hit me up and says, oh, well done, you're doing good. I'm telling you that story, say, it's the fear of being judged. Yeah, I'm doing something positive. I've exposed myself. I felt, and this is what I'm saying about the mind. This is what we're gonna dissect and go in a bit more and understand what fear is. And we have this perception that someone else thinks this about us, and no. But the feedback was positive. Someone joked about something, but the point, the feedback. But I was living. It says it here. Look, this is the last line I'm going to read here. Many people are living in the self-made prison of their own fear. I was living with my own fear. But what helped me was that I was confident that I did 10 weeks of a training. That was my saving grace. They said the man that builds his house on the rock and the man that builds his house on I had some self-belief, because that's what I work with on first. And I'm challenging myself. And I remember I'm debating. We were debating this, the duality in the Hermetic text. The emotion. It is the emotion. How do you respond to the emotion? We're going to go a bit in depth about that. How do you respond to the emotion of when someone says something? Do you detach the emotion from the person? And to critically analyze oneself. And say, that's not me. Why am I fear? I did something good. Why am I scared of what I did? I am doing something good. So that is the path that we're going to go down today, to analyze ourselves. All right? So fear, that's why I brought it in. So we all have talents, but we have fear at the same time. Why? The why purpose. What is the purpose and why? It's about giving life to the person I want to become. Yeah? It's about giving life to the person I want to become. I can't just give up at the first head all day, you know what I mean? I sent out something, yeah? So I think that poignant, if that's the right word, poignant communication skills, be willing to take gambles, poignant. Huh? Or again, here's another word, scrupulous. These are words I need to learn. Quantify. Yeah? Yeah? That particular statement. I'm going to quantify it. I'm going to be scrupulous a bit more. I'm going to go a bit more in depth. Watch this then. So it's about giving life to the person I want to become. Providing direction, motivation, and meaning. Guiding and actions towards achieving my goal. This gives me a sense of purpose to live longer and healthier. Again, I shall repeat that bit. Why? Why am I doing this? What is the purpose? It's about giving life to the person, me, Salongo, Russell. Giving life, breath. Breath is important. It's about giving life to the person I want to become. Providing direction, motivation, and meaning. Guiding and action towards achieving my goals. This gives me a sense of purpose to live longer and healthier. That's why I do it. So fear, you're going to have to sit down for a minute, because I've already started this 10 weeks journey. You're going to have to allow me to stumble and fall, because it's too late. I've put it into the universe. I've already put it on the internet. People are listening to me now. So fear, we're going to have to work together. Because I'm saying I want to give life. Yeah? Let's go back to what it tells us here. There's a saying. When you want something in life, all of the universe conspires in helping me to achieve it. Yeah? The universe is going to help me. He's going to help me, or she's going to help me. Why? Why? The purpose is I'm asking myself, why? Why? It's about giving life to the person I want to become. Providing direction, motivation, and meaning and guiding and action towards achieving my goals. This gives me a sense of purpose to live longer. What was the first thing I said about being a man is being uncomfortable? I have to be challenged. I have to do things to come out my comfort zone because I want to live, man. I talk about food. This is all relevant. That's why I'm breaking it down into pieces. This training and this style is a lifestyle. I'm going to be 48. I want some direction. I want motivation. I want meaning. I want guidance. I want action towards achieving my goals. This gives me a sense of purpose to live longer. I want to live longer. I want to hit a century. You hear me joke about it. How am I going to do it? I have to look at my health. If you can control what goes in your mouth, you can control what comes out your mouth. The reason why I'm doing this, I've allowed the weeds. I don't have to change. I don't need to go to no guru. I just have to sit down, be still and study and clean the shit around me. Excuse my language. That's it. So it might mean I have to stop smoking. I don't smoke, I'm just saying. Just speaking in general. Stop drinking. I occasionally drink. Control my sexual desire. Not everybody you see, you should know. Control my finance, budget. Be spiritually in tune. Listen to my inner voice. Be emotionally. Control your emotion. Control the fear within yourself. Know thyself. This is temple of know thyself. Know who and what we are. What we're about. What is your purpose? What do you want to become? So, bam. This is, why. I'm giving you a why. Why am I doing it? Because of this. It's about giving life to the person I want to become. Providing direction. I need direction. No one's here to guide me. My son taught me to be a man. Because no one taught me to be a man. And from then, my other children taught me to be a father. It is the experience I'm using. So I'm providing through my experience. I'm willing to give myself direction, motivation and meaning, guiding and actions. Everything I'm doing is a guidance and action. I'm studying to understand who and what I am. Because no one can't teach me to do that. I have to do it for myself. Action towards achieving my goals. How am I going to do my goals? 10 weeks is long, but I'm going to break it down into sections. I'm actually doing this till the end of February. I'm starting my New Year's now because I'm going to be 48. Yeah? This gives me a sense of purpose. I have a purpose now to live longer and healthier. What better goal can you set for you? Nothing to do with money yet, you know. Let's start with self. Let's understand who and what we are first. The rest will come. Because if you don't know yourself, how can you control the things I'm going to give you? Know thyself. So that's where we are. So that's the why, the purpose. Now let's go into knowing yourself better. Let's go into that now. We're going to talk about self-awareness is basically analyzing, introspecting oneself in order to gain complete awareness of who you are, what you are best at, and what one's your shortcomings. Being aware of your surrounding and circumstances also builds your self-awareness. My self-awareness is basically analyzing and introspecting oneself in order to gain complete awareness of who you are, what you're best at, and what are your shortcomings. Being aware of your surrounding and circumstances also builds self-awareness. This is knowing yourself better. This is what I'm doing. So, the why reason. What is the purpose of your gifts and talent? The fear. I'm understanding my surrounding. Remember I sent it out. I'm like, shit. No, the people I have around me. Yeah? That's what we're doing. We're dissecting, quantifying, introspecting, and being scrupulous about who and what I am in the foundation through self-awareness, knowing yourself, and the why reason. Why are you doing it? Understanding thyself first before you move forward. Yeah? All right. Self-awareness. All right. So, the next one now we're going to come on to is critical thinking. This is for 10 weeks, you know. Your boy's I'm raising the bar gently because I've got some confidence. That's why I'm speaking like this. I have to tell fear, listen, man, you're going to have to chill for a second, brother. Yeah? Allow me, because my purpose is about giving life to the person I want to become. We both can't be in the same space. I want to know who I am by providing direction. By doing this, I'm writing direction. This is where we're going for the next 10 weeks. We have a plan. You can't just get on the airplane, it's going left or right. No, this is the direction for 10 weeks. Listen to the words carefully. Communication skills are very important. I'm providing direction, straightforward, no left, no right, no up, no down. Straightforward. We're going for 10 weeks, providing direction. Motivation is through the food, the training, and consistently studying about who I am. Yes? Guiding and actions through the things I do towards achieving my goals. So for the next 10 weeks, it's the same thing I'm saying to you, dissect. Yeah? The actions is this particular, these are the actions to guiding what I want to achieve. My goals. This gives me a sense of purpose to live longer and healthier by the things I do, by the actions, because I've given myself a direction for the 10 weeks. This is what critical thinking is about now. In the process of self-awareness, you tend to analyze, introspect, and evaluate more often. This makes you view things more critical rather than just functioning on your emotion. There's that important bit, the emotion. Therefore, self-awareness can help you develop critical thinking skills. Critical thinking can be applied to other areas as well, other than just on yourself. This is critical thinking. You remember my emotions. I was thinking, no, you can't do that. But I'm like, yes, you can. Fear has to sit. I can, because I trained for 10 weeks. 10 weeks of fasting. That's past. Even my friends will do. You do Ramadan? I'm like, I beat Ramadan. What are you talking about? I beat Ramadan by 2 months, a month and a bit. Then let's put it that way. Ramadan is for 1 month. I did Ramadan because I'm breaking my fast like Ramadan. 6:30 I'm fasting for, and training. So I get up in the morning and change my habits. You hear people say, I'm getting up at 5. My body now gets up at 5. It's so conditioned that imagine I always beat the alarm. That's how level I've got to now. Sometimes I'm pissed off. I'm like, fuck, excuse me. I have to be careful. It's communication skills here, isn't it? I'm getting in the zone too much. The alarm is set for a certain time. Sometimes I'm up at 5 and I'm like, shit, I've got another half an hour. Why am I up so early? It's become a habit. It's become a lifestyle. Remember we talk about, it's about what? Giving me a sense of purpose to live longer and healthier. I'm training myself. It's a lifestyle. Critical thinking. In the process of self-awareness, you tend to analyze, introspect, and evaluate more often. This makes you view things more critical, rather than just functioning on your emotion. Therefore, self-awareness can help you develop critical thinking skills. Critical thinking can be applied to other areas as well, other than just on yourself. So what I'm doing here is what you call psychoanalyzing myself. Yeah? Because I'm showing you how my behavior pattern is. And now what I want to do, I want to capture, I want to dissect that particular fear and say, sit down. Why am I thinking like this? Because this will impact on who, what we say, what is going to say about? This gives me a sense of purpose and to live longer and healthier. You're going to impact on me. It's about giving life to the person I want to become. You cannot be in the same room with me. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. You hang around with smart people, you'll be smart. You're around with idiots, you will be an idiot. Facts. Fear cannot be in the same category or the same room as me. There's a time and place for fear. Because I ain't going to stop and fight a bear. I ain't that foolish. You know, you say, yo, fear. Move, man. I'm confident. I ain't that foolish. You understand? So there's a time, but if I'm on my purpose and I want to give life to the person I want to become, then I'm trying to tell you fear. And that's why we're speaking like this. I don't need you right now because I have a purpose. What's my why reason? I have a talent. You are obstructing my talent. Your mom will say to you, your parents or your grandma will say, you see that boy or that girl? I don't like them, you know. There's something about their spirit. There's something about them I don't really take to them. You get me? I don't really feel their energy. So I'm saying to fear, listen, my brother, I don't really feel your energy. In a jokey way. Because we're self-analyzing ourselves. Because I felt it. That's why I'm being realistic with you. I'm being authentic. Yeah? I analyzed myself. I was criticizing myself. Critical thinking, that's what it's about. I want to be conscious, me aware. I want to use that third eye, that pineal gland. I want to be within myself because this is temple of know thyself. Think before you move. Be still and know ye are God. Breathe. Be at peace. Why are you fighting me? Because I choose to live a purpose of a higher consciousness. I'm not saying that you're not needed. I'm saying you're part of me, but I don't need you now. So you're my friend. Because when I need you for that beer, I need you to say, Russell, run. What I'm saying to you, we can work together. That's why I'm training the mind, critical thinking, psychoanalyzing myself, that our presence shapes our past. Yes? I want to program myself because nobody has programmed me. Yeah? Now, I want to program myself now, 48 I'm going to be. I've been programmed by what I see. Society. Yeah? A lot of us don't know ourselves. We pretend to know ourselves. That's what makes you different from other people. That you're willing to go on a journey. Buddha says every journey begins with the first step. That's what makes me different from you and what makes you different from me. That's why I don't get upset when subscribers come and go, because that's not my journey. I can't sit down and watch my numbers. That's not what. Okay, let's do a scenario. If I was to do that, what would have happened to the 10 weeks ago that I did? You can't take. That's the greatness about being yourself. Nobody can take that away from me. The taxman, the government, the Illuminati, whoever you want to call it, my friends, my family, my mom, my children, they can't. That belongs to me. That's my greatness. I did it. I own it. I treasure it. It has value to me. It gives me self-confidence, self-awareness. I am great within myself. I did it. You didn't do it. So whether I have 10 subscribers or 100 or 5, that's nothing to do with me. That does not affect who I am. This is temple of know thyself. Know who you are and what you are. Yeah? All right. So we're going to look at now building self-control. Through self-awareness, you can get to identify and understand your emotions. You can understand how you're feeling and what's making you feel that way. You know what is good or bad for you. You can choose your own battles by how you decide to react to your emotions. In particular situation, this helps you get a hold over yourself, which can result in strong self-control. Remember, when I sent out the video, I was fighting with myself. It tells you here, innit? You know what is good or bad for you. You can choose your own battles by how you decide to react to your emotion in particular situation. This helps you get hold over yourself, which can result in strong self-control. We're analyzing ourselves, building self-control. Yeah? When I sent out the video, I was emotional, like, yo, catch a hold of yourself. This is what you did. You have greatness within you. My audience have greatness within you. I always say that. I know something about you that you don't know about yourself. You have some form of greatness. You just have to figure out what it is. Because you have talents that I don't have. I have talents that you don't have. I am because we are. And because we are, therefore I am. My emotions. So the next 10 weeks, we got to work on. I'm going to work. I'm not fighting you. Because words are power. Words are spells, as they say. I'm just saying you're my friend. But at this particular moment, when we use the Hermetic text, it is your emotion that controls. You must have control of your emotions, or else it will have an impact on the decisions that you're making. That's what people say. Don't act on your emotion, man. Be a critical thinker. Take your emotion out the situation. You know, because you get all emotional, man. Stop acting like a woman. Someone might say to me as a man. Yeah, and vice versa. A man might say to a woman, stop being like a man, you're acting too tough. You know what I mean? It's your emotions. We have to learn to control your emotions. So this is what I'm analyzing, psychoanalyzing for the next 10 weeks. Looking at my behavior and how I think through my communication self and working on building my self-esteem, become a better and healthy person. That is my purpose, because we've given ourselves some direction. We're not just throwing a stone and say, we see where it rolls and we go left or right, or we flick a coin. If it says heads, we go right. If it says, no. Have some focus on where you're going. If you have focus, you will succeed. It's not about finishing the race. It's who you become along that race. The journey is what you become. That's why I use all these scenarios about mentors, mom, because you're going to learn things along the way. Yeah, I have it. We all have it. What's happened? You've been dumbed down. I've been dumbed down. First, analyze yourself and you know that you've been dumbed down. We take on these, like, let's give an example. I'm from Guyana. I didn't know about racism until I got to this country. Maybe I was naive. You understand? Your environment, we talk about this, the environment, the surrounding. You know what is good or bad for you. You can choose your own battles by how you decide to react to your emotions in particular situation. For me, I didn't see racism. I was just a child having fun with everybody else. My cousin, people don't know Douglas, is black mixed with Indian. I've got Indian cousin. I'm half Portuguese. You know what I'm saying? My mom is black. People think I'm white. No, I'm a black guy. Just got light skin. So I look at racism totally different because I grew up in a mix-up culture of people. I know Diwali. I used to celebrate Diwali. I got Muslim friends, Hindu. You get me? I love roti and curry. You get me? Like dal puri. You get me? Like I'm very mixed and diverse. So it's only until I came to this country I realized what colorism is. Because that's the environment. This is the emotion. How can someone not like you because of the color of your skin? That's crazy. So anyway, each to their own. That's something that I think we have to work on as a society. So building self-esteem. Self-awareness helps you get a sense of yourself, which is to do with, that's what I'm saying about coming from Guyana. Like I knew who I was until I got to this country. Like building self-esteem. Self-awareness helps you get a sense of yourself. You know what your strengths and shortcomings are. This boosts your confidence, and confidence is very good for your self-esteem. You don't fear failure. You are well aware of your limitation. You become more comfortable in your own skin, and those things together will definitely build your self-esteem. And that's what I was saying, like I knew who I was in that particular country. I think that last bit is important. You become more comfortable in your own skin. Yeah? Because you know your self-esteem. You know who you are. All these things together will definitely build your self-esteem. Once you know yourself, this is the temple of Know Thyself. Once you know yourself, that's what we're talking about. This is your identity of self-esteem. This is temple of Know Thyself. We're learning to build oneself. I'm just reminding myself. I'm not saying I don't have these things. We all have it. It's like a story, there's a story I think Earl Nightingale talks about. There's this farmer. Yeah. He has this piece of land and he's digging for diamonds. And he digs. And then he says, I can't find any more diamonds. And he sells the land. The next person comes on, he digs 10 meters and he finds the land. He gave up on himself. In other words, what I'm saying to you, you have it within you. You have to dig deep. You have to go in yourself. That's why it's called Temple of Know Thyself. All of these gifts are within you. We all have different talents and skills. Look at Michael Jackson, the singer and dancer. What I'm saying, you have to bring it out. Education is to bring it out. You have to take the time and study and know thyself. That's why we do this. That's why I do it. To know myself, know my self-worth, who and what I am, what is my purpose. This is what today's show is about. That's what I'm saying. We're building on that. We'll be doing this for the next 10 weeks. Because I was saying about the self-esteem, about the confidence I was using the analogy of the rowing machine. People came. Let's go back to about the universe. I met this stranger. I don't know him. Oh, if you did this, because he's willing to assist me. The universe is saying, nah, this guy is cool. He's willing to put fear down. And fear said, okay, I'll give you an opportunity. Let me see if you drop the ball. I didn't drop the ball. Because fear kicked in. It is at one point, if you listen to one of my podcasts, the guy's like, are you sure? Why are you doing it? Blah, blah, blah. He became my fear because I was doing things that he couldn't capable of doing. Because I knew it was within myself. I'm looking forward to finishing this 10 weeks. I can't wait till February comes. Because I'm going to be doing another 10 weeks after this 10 weeks. I make it a lifestyle. That's why there's no structure. That's what makes it authentic. Because we're constantly growing. We're constantly developing. The universe will help you. Universe, God, creator, whatever name you want to give it. That's for you to go on your personal journey. I'm just showing you through self-analytical analyzing myself. When I went on the rowing machine, I had to learn. I was at level 10. You don't need to do level 10. It wasn't an ego thing. I didn't know. Ask and it should be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. I went from level 10, 9, 8. I had to keep moving it down because the guy was saying to me, no. And then I had to go and reset. What it is, he triggered. I had it. He didn't make me become a better rower. I made myself become a better. He didn't show me no technique. I went on the internet and start looking and start analyzing. That's what we're doing. We're analyzing by us having the conversation. I'm stimulating you to go on your personal journey because whether you listen to me or not, I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, it's about myself. Temple of Know Thyself. I created this because I can listen to the podcast. Rah, did you say that, Russ? Oh, I like that. Oh, you should have said this. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Oh, man, that's very encouraging. My children can listen to it. I always big them up. Ah, Dad loves us. Of course. You understand? You have greatness in you. I don't want to have any more children. I had one children with one woman. I stayed with that. We're not together, but cool. I want to just be the best father I can be with my children and provide. But I just don't want to give you money. I want to give you self-worth, self-encouragement, self-belief, self-awareness. Know yourself. It's the greatest asset I can give to you because it can't be taken away. I can give you a house, which I am giving them already, but Thomas is saying, but if you don't value it, if you haven't put any work into it, you have no value for it. Yeah, my dad did that. Man, I might keep it in 10 years or 17 or 21 years time I sell it. It has no value. But if I teach you what value is for yourself and make you appreciate yourself and know yourself, that is the greatest legacy I can pass on to my children. And that's the greatest legacy I can pass on to my audience. And that's the greatest legacy I can pass on to myself. Because I am, because we are. And because we are, therefore I am. So I speak life into you because that's what I want around me. Life. I want life. That's why I tell my mum, you need to eat food with life. You can't eat processed food. There's a time and place for fare. There's a time and place for processed food. But you need to put life. We taught about it here. It's here. It's written. As it's written, so shall it be. That's why I write my notes down. Don't mess with me, mate. If you control what you eat, if you control what goes in your mouth, you can control what comes out your mouth. Bam. Let's back it up with this now. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Life. You understand? I'm giving you life, and life comes through words. That's why communication is important. That's why I want to work on my communication skills. So I'm able to articulate myself in some situation. Not always. Yeah? And in some situation I just be myself. But the point is, just know thyself. The importance of listening skills. Improving decision making. This is all to do with self-esteem. Building leadership qualities. Yeah. Boosting creativity, power to change. Now, by me working on these things, it improves my listening skills. Because if I'm communicating to you, I want to be self-aware now. So you know what? Let me listen. So I can bullet point articulately what the person said back to me. That shows the person, this person has listened. Because all I'm doing is listening, quantifying what that person said. Yeah? Being scrupulous and articulating just the bullet points. What that person said. That is from my self-awareness. From self-awareness and communication skills and self-esteem, it improves my decision making because now I have clarity. I have clarity because I've listened. I'm self-aware, I'm self-analyzing myself to have clarity on the decisions I'm going to make. So next week's show I have to go and study to make decisions. These things also leads to building leadership qualities. Because someone looks and says, man, if he can do it, man, he's being the example. That demonstrates I have the ability to be a good leader, or have leadership qualities, you may say, because I'm living it, I'm being it. Not preaching it, I'm actually being it. I'm doing 10 weeks, I'm going to do my fasting. Someone said, Mom said, I've been tempted many times. No. Direction, focus, 10 weeks. This is where I'm going. Focus, have a vision board. I'm going down there. It finishes in not August, September, October. Around October-ish, the 3rd, 4th, because that's when I'm starting this. Yeah, that's my 10 weeks. I don't want to be distracted. This is where I'm going. You have a vision, you have a goal, and I'm going for it. That is my success. That shows qualities. This boosts creativity. Now, man, for me doing that 10 weeks, now, hey, Russ, be a bit more creative, man. Why don't you do another? Yeah, man, I can do that. I can do another 10 weeks. Why not? I'm being creative. This gives me power to change. I can change. I want to change. Change is important. If I'm ahead of change, I've already won. You know, we change as a society, innit? So if I'm looking at my self-esteem, my self-confidence, my eating on longevity, I can live because I'm putting things in place. I'm saying thank you, the 48-year-old I'm going to be for the 58, because I'm willing to put the work in now. So the 50-year-old says, when you listen to this, it's like, bloody hell, brother, yo, yo, man, well done, man. Very proud of you. Because the 50-year-old is going to look back and say, right, 48-year-old, thanks for bringing us here, God willing. You know what I mean? Thanks for implementing the things that you're doing now. You're planting the seed at 48 and nurturing it along this journey called life. So when you get to 58, you will reap the blessings, the rewards, because you have to put the work in. Yeah? So the health, what did we say? With the longevity, we talk about it here. Longevity. Hey man, I've got notes today, man. Your boy's come with his notes today, man. Not only does God want you to be spiritually doing well, but he also wants you to be doing well physically, emotionally, financially, articulately, mentally, healthily. He wants you to do that. God cares about all of you. God wants you to be prosperous in everywhere. Me, I'm taking that. I don't really care what you guys say. I'm holding on to that. That's me. I'm holding on to that. I'm holding on to that because I can see the finish line. That's what I want. I'm willing to wait 10 years for that. Because I want to enjoy the person I'm going to become. Why? It's about giving life to the person I want to become, providing direction, motivation, and meaning, guiding and action towards achieving my goals. This gives me a sense of purpose to live longer and healthier. Amen. Ashe, ashe. You know? I have a purpose. Yeah? Because with the rest, Everything will come. Everything will come. Again, the reason why I do this, because we're analyzing oneself. It's how are you feeling? What did you notice about yourself in the past week? These are questions. That's why, remember, I'm saying it's Temple of Know Thyself is a reflection. I'm just showing you I'm critically analyzing myself. And I want you to do the same. How are you feeling? I felt good because I just came off a high. That's why I say I use the book, The Compound Effect. The compound effect talks about wins. The more wins you get, you feel good. So you stretch yourself a bit, like elastic band. You stretch yourself a bit more to see. You come out your comfort zone. How are you feeling? I'm feeling all right. So when the challenges come, because they will come, remember, I can look back and say, right, you just came off a good win. 10 weeks is not a joke, 10 weeks is 2 months and 2 weeks of doing a training every day in the gym apart from Saturday and Sunday, and fasting. That's no joke. And I'm repeating it again. And now I'm adding topics to address some of the things that I want to address. What better motivation is that? What did you notice about yourself in the past weeks? These are specific questions I'm asking you, the audience, and I'm asking myself. I changed. Yeah? What did we write? Let me repeat what we wrote. Keeping the promise to yourself, you establish a sense of trust and confidence within yourself. What did you notice about yourself in the past week? Keeping the promise to yourself, you establish a sense of trust and confidence in yourself. Yo, man, I can do it. I know I can do it. I've done it once before. They call it muscle memory, innit? Like when you stop. I know I can do it. I'm saying that to you, the audience, and I'm speaking on your behalf. I know you can do it. Whatever it is you want to do, you do it. Even if you do it in silence, do it. Because we're going to be on this 10 weeks program. You can tune in every 10 weeks and hear the story. Hear the growth. See the growth. Learn about the challenges that we're going to go on. You do it. I'm just being creative. Remember, we talk about boosting creativity. This is my way of being creative. It's original. I don't know anyone on the internet who's going to do this, who's doing this, who's come up and say, you know what, for the next 10 weeks, I'm going to self-analyze myself and record it. You get me? And you can actually dissect me and understand who I am as a person. Okay, I mean, this is just a show of me. You're not really seeing my life, but I'm expressing it to you and saying to you, like, my life is very simplistic. It's very easy. But this is like, for YouTube algorithm, they're like, shit, look, we're having a live somebody who's actually, they're going to follow him for 10 weeks and listening to his story and seeing. They can see from the start to what I become in the next 10 weeks. Because I've done it for 10 weeks again. And those, you see what I'm trying to show you? I'm cutting down. This program runs to the end of February. You hear me keep saying that. But all I'm doing is just chopping it down into pieces. Because the bigger picture is too big, and that's what scares people off, even scares me off. So what I've done is 10 weeks program. The reason why I say 10 weeks, because I use it as a training for myself, because every 10 weeks, if you train, you can see my body physically changing. Like a good program is between like 8 to 10 to 12 weeks. That's a good program to see your body change. So I'm using my platform, the foundation is the training. That's what I said, the man that builds his house on a rock and sand. My foundation is training, and I'm using that to bounce off other things. Yeah, to spread my wing. I've got something, I've got a rock to stand on. I've got something strong. Some people might say they're standing on God. Like, you've got a belief, confidence. Because the more I do it, the stronger I become. You understand? I'm more grounded, as you may say. Because from what? If I do another 10 weeks, that's what? 5 months? That's 5 months. That's nearly half a year. By the time I finish, I think it works out to be like 9 months. So imagine if you dedicate yourself. And that's what I'm doing. If you dedicate yourself for 6 and 9, you will be completely a different person if you really took this serious for 6 months. Because that's half a year. 6 months. If you actually studied yourself and analyze and be critical about who you are and what you are, you will become a totally different person in 6 months. Totally. And that's what I'm doing. Because this is Temple of Know Thyself. We come here to learn about ourselves. I can't come here and waste your time. You're taking your hard time out. Remember, time is the greatest gift that we want, not money, We want, every rich person will tell you, I want my time back. If I can do this again, no. So let me use my time wisely, innit? Let me use my time to study about myself, and while studying about myself, impart that information to my audience and my children, so they can reflect on themselves by listening to the conversation that we're having, that I can trigger things about. I say, right, maybe I need to check my eating, man. I might not have to do what Russell does, the training thing, but let me get a diary and write down some. I've been telling you that. Get a diary and write down how I feel. How are you feeling? I'm not asking for a big journal. What did you notice about yourself in the last couple of weeks or last week? That's what I'm doing. I've just taken it a bit further now. What you answer gives a voice to the thoughts, interactions, and an experience. So this is the essence of the questions I'm asking. So when you ask, how are you feeling? What did you notice about yourself in the past weeks? What you answer gives a voice to your thoughts, interaction, and experience. Man, I tell you, your brother has been doing his work. You don't have to sit down and study, It's not a joke, this thing, Yeah? I have to sit down and study and think and critically analyze some of the answers and questions, because this is about me. I'm answering, bruh, man, why did you send it? You see, I'm showing you. This is not me regurgitating somebody. No, this is me telling you how I feel through my actions and the things that happen. That's what we're doing. This is Temple of Know Thyself. Don't lose that essence. I'm sharing my real experience with you and how I want to grow. I'm sharing my thoughts and my opinion and my experience of how I deal with the challenges, and say to you that we all have challenge. Use the information to improve your life, confidence, and self-esteem. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm using the information to inform others, life, build self-confidence and self-esteem. It's a reflection. I've just summarized it in this hour and a bit, whatever it is, what I go through and how I'm going to maneuver or, overcome the challenges. I'm not going fully in depth. I'm just showing you a synopsis by using these examples with the rowing and sending out the videos I send out. You understand? With my children, with my mom and work and so forth like this. You know what I'm saying? Of who I want to become. What is my purpose? This is, if you listen to the information, You're trying to do the same thing I'm doing. Trust me. You're not different from me. That's why I say I am, because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. The difference is I've just taken the tool. I've utilized this internet to speak about my experience. But speaking about the experience also allows me to grow. It allows me to learn about myself. It allows me to express myself. It allows me to, this is my way of doing therapy. It allows me to deal with, like depression. Because what I'm doing, I'm expressing myself, I'm sharing. That's why I go to the gym. That's why I don't deal with depression. I go there because there are some, from training. There's something within me that makes me feel good about myself. Yeah? Something about doing the podcast make me feel good about myself. Yeah? It's my personal journal. That's what it is. That's what we need to take away. We all have personal journals, and we express it through music. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm doing the same thing you're doing, but you're just doing it in a different way. Some people do it through design, the clothing. Some people just talk to people. Some people do it through charity work. By being creative. They are gardeners and stuff like that. They like to see people happy. Being good parents. You understand? Anyway. The show is coming to an end. Thank you again. I hope that the conversation we just had, it in some way has been encouraging to you, uplifting, and allowed you to think for yourself. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to bring across. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Temple of Know Thyself. I reasoning, I always say, thank you for tuning in. And let the journey begins. We're on a 10-week course. And sit back, relax, and see what becomes of it. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. May your head be anointed. You have a blessed and wonderful Sunday. And we shall meet up again on I Reasoning, Temple of Know Thyself. Love you, my people. Take care. God bless.